An FBI investigation is underway into what provoked a shooting spree this weekend and whether it could have been prevented. Just 2 weeks after the shooting in Aurora, Colorado, a gunman opened fire in a Sikh temple in Wisconsin, killing 6. Today, President Obama called for Americans to do some soul searching as new details emerged linking the suspect to the neo-Nazi movement. ABC's Brian Ross has the latest on the tragedy at the temple.
It was a senseless slaughter.
Last I heard is a balding male with glasses may have gone inside with a gun and there were shots fired.
6 people killed at a Sikh house of worship in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
Police just called me from my dad's phone. My dad's shot on the ground. They can't get the ambulance in right now.
Armadeep Kalika's father, the president of the temple, would be one of the 4 killed inside.
And my mom's hiding in the closet right now. She's hyper scared and saying that the people are still in there.
Ambulance up, subject down, both officers down!
Among the first on the scene, 51-year-old police lieutenant Brian Murphy.
The officer was shot 8 to 9 times at this incident at very close range.
The shooter, a 40-year-old Army veteran, in the files of civil rights groups because of long-time ties to the neo-Nazi white power world, Wade Michael Page. The rights groups say the shooting should now help to focus attention on the shadowy world in which Page became prominent.
One of the officers returned fire with his squad rifle, putting the individual down.
Officers moved in, seeking to help the wounded Lieutenant Murphy.
He had been shot 9 times, one of them very serious in the neck area, and he waved them off and told them to go into the temple to assist those in there.
Today, with Oak Creek and the country in mourning over yet another mass shooting, 3 people were still hospitalized, including the hero police lieutenant. And members of the Sikh community were trying to understand why they, a notably peaceful religious congregation, had been targeted by what police called a domestic act of terrorism.
It looks to me as if it is a hate crime. I am very, very scared of these things. I never expected such incidents, especially in America.
Civil rights groups say the answer could come from the subterranean world of white power and its neo-Nazi rock bands with their anthems of hate. The Southern Poverty Law Center says it has tracked the suspected shooter, Wade Michael Page, for more than 10 years as he has moved through America's skinhead circles.
He first really appeared on the white supremacist scene way back in 2000 when he started to play in a number of very well-known white power music bands.
Page's most recent band, called End Apathy, performed at white power festivals across the country with its provocative lyrics. Its songs, including Self-Destruct and Submission, have been well documented by the Anti-Defamation League.
Adapt to the trying times, or pay with your life.
The basic idea that these people have is that they are lonely defenders of the white race, which is being subjected to a genocide by the, miserable multiculturalists of the world and so on. And so they see themselves fundamentally as martyrs.
A native of Colorado, Page enlisted in the Army at the age of 21 and served in the Psychological Operations Unit at Fort Bragg in North Carolina. The Army says Page was discharged in 1998 after being demoted from sergeant to specialist and deemed ineligible for re-enlistment. His stepmother, Laura Page, told ABC News Tonight that the Army changed the young man she knew growing up in Texas.
I don't know if the military was good for him. I don't know. I wish I had some answers, and we're not going to have those answers now because he's dead.
Page appears to have moved to the Milwaukee area just this year, where neighbors said he was not very friendly.
On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 1.5.
Federal officials say Page legally bought the pistol he used in his rampage just 8 days earlier.
If we did everything right, there's nothing I could do to change it, you know what I mean?
The purchase came shortly after he lost his job at an area metalworks company. Today, employees at the firm lowered the flag to half staff out of respect for the victims.
This isn't the kind of thing anymore that gets cooked up in back rooms with large groups of white men. what we are really seeing, apparently, is lone wolf terrorism.
For all of Page's devotion to the white power world, some of the movement's more prominent websites today condemned the attack and labeled Page as crazy and a coward.